Hello, my dear students. Welcome to in our introductory lecture. I have told you why robotics course is very important for this fourth industrial revolution or for this time, 21st century. I just want to introduce myself. My name is Khalilur Rahman once again, and I have done my PhD from Japan. I'm the professor of CSC Department of Brack University. I have experience on robotics for almost 10 years. Okay, so we started working on Chandrabot on 2010, as I can remember. So yeah, I have that kind of experience. So that's me, Khalil. You can call me Khalil, sir. And this is my class routine. You can understand I have 3 classes on Saturday and Thursday. I have 1 class on Monday and Wednesday. Okay, so yeah, I have the day off on Sunday and Tuesday, but Tuesday I keep this slot for my thesis students. So on that day I don't want to have any discussion session for you, but you can discuss with me some other times. And of course I am going to be online on this class time. Okay, and when our university will open, of course I'll go to classroom on this time. So that is my class routine. This is my information, how you can catch me. So this is my email addresses, 2 email addresses. I always check both of the email address. So 1 email address should be good enough for you. I recommend you to use my Brack email address. And of course I have phone number. I have WhatsApp on this phone number. So if you have any very urgent thing, then you can call me or you can send me text. I don't recommend Facebook, Messenger, Skype or Viber. Okay. And on last class, we discussed about the course outline. In my part, at the beginning, we are going to discuss about introduction to robotics and mechanical design of robotics. Okay, so welcome to our introduction to robotics course or introduction to robotics. So what is the objective of robotics? You can see here, one is industrial automation or industry automation. That means in an industry, everything will be done by the robot. Okay, there will be a number of robotic arm, there will be a number of cameras who will identify what is the problem, there will be a number of, tasks performed by the smart systems or embedded systems. Okay, so that is one thing, industry automation. And then the smart IoT and embedded systems. This will, in robotics, that means that there will have some robotic arm or wheel or some motor actions. Okay, when there will have some motor action, then we call it robot. But when there is a system but don't have any motor action, usually we call them a smart system or IoT system or embedded systems. So smart system and embedded system is a synonym of each other, but IoT is a bit different. Like when there is a smart system or embedded system that have the internet connectivity, then we call that kind of system IoT based system. Okay, and for IoT based system, processing should be done usually in the cloud. Okay, so should have a cloud implementation or should have a cloud you have to rent where you can process your data, where you can keep your data for IoT. Okay, but for embedded system, usually it's a standalone system. It can perform by its own. Okay, like you can have a Roomba in your home. Roomba means that Roomba is a robot that can clean your home by autonomously. So it's a standalone system. Okay, it doesn't need to communicate with some other server. Okay, but it's an optional. I don't know, maybe the recent Roomba came with this kind of features. Okay, so that is one thing, smart system which don't have any internet connectivity. Like in your house, you have some sprinkler that will turn on when there will be a fire or smoke. Okay, if it doesn't have any internet connectivity, then you can call it smart system or embedded system. But when it will call automatically to the firefighting group, or when it will connect with a firefighting team by using internet, then the same system will be called as IoT based system, as I can understand. And of course, ultimate goal or objective of the robotics is to make some robot for specific tasks. Okay, like for cooking, for cleaning house, or for cleaning the toilets, or for washing the dishes. That means collect the dishes and the wash it. Okay, so this kind of purpose robot can be used. Okay, so the idea is to help fourth industrial revolution. Okay, so robotics is going to play a very, very important role on fourth industrial revolution. You know, we have already three industrial revolution is already passed. I believe some of you, most of you know about previous three industrial revolution, but now we are on the door of fourth industrial revolution. It's actually started. Okay, we just need to involve ourselves in this fourth industrial revolution. I am telling you, if you don't make yourself ready for fourth industrial revolution, seriously you're going to lose something. Okay, you will be always fall behind. Okay, so if you really want to earn money, if you really want to become a successful man, then you have to understand what is the issue of fourth industrial revolution, and what you should do, what you should learn, and how to prepare yourself, what you should what to learn, and how to perform. Okay, so if I'll ask you some question about who are the richest guy in the world, okay, if we'll name 5 names or 6 names, you will find most of them are IT businessmen. Okay, like Jeff Bezos from Amazon, also you know, most of them are doing IT business. Okay, so what you have to think, what is the research they are performing. Okay, what is the outcome, next outcome of their company. Okay, so if you can identify what they are doing, then you have to prepare yourself targeting that. Okay, then you will get yourself ready for the market. Okay, for IT market. So robotics, and again, robotics is going to play a very, very important role on fourth industrial revolution. So one is industrial automation. As I told you, you can see in this picture, a number of robots is working to build a car. Okay, so this is just one example. A number of robots will be using for building a cake autonomously. A number of robotic or mechanical machines will be used to build some cookies or some breads or something like this. A number of robots will be used to build a lead-acid battery. A number of robots will be used to build a mobile phone like this, build a computer. Okay, no human touch is required. Okay, no human involvement is required. Okay, this is necessary because if you'll see, a number of people always ask me, so a number of people is going to lose their job. But if you really take a look to the market, if you really take a look to the growth, okay, human growth, you will see the growth of human being is decreasing, but our requirement is increasing. Like once we are wearing just only two shirts for a year, but now most of you are having 4 or 5 shirts in a year. Okay, so our requirement is increasing every year, or at least alternative year we are changing our cell phone. That means our requirement is increasing. Okay, but the human power or human research is decreasing. So robot is going to play a very, very important role in machine automation. And of course there are a number of critical jobs like dull, dirty, dangerous, difficult job where really robot is required. So one is industry automation, and then you can see a video here. I'll share you this video so you'll be able to understand what is going to happen in next. And then smart system, as you can see in this picture, everywhere there will be IoT based systems, there will be embedded system, there will be smart system which will communicate with each other. Like if you become sick, there will be a wearable device that will be able to recognize you become sick. It will call to the doctor automatically. Doctor will call you, or doctor will communicate with you on live. Okay, or your family member will call you, or family member will become alert about you. Okay, they will take care of you, or they will take necessary action if you feel sick. Okay, and maybe you need to go to hospital. Okay, in hospital your bed will be prepared for you, your place will be prepared for you. Okay, so this thing will happen automatically. Okay, when you will go to your office, you will wake up, your system will start activated, like your car will be ready to take you, your road, that means the road you will use for your car will be ready for you. Okay, the parking place will get ready for keeping your car in your office. Your office room will get ready for you, like your air conditioner will turn on, your light will turn on, your how to say some maybe table will be how to say table will be ordered in some way by using some robot. So things will get ready for you. Okay, so when you will go to your office, maybe you will use very natural language, like I want to talk with my mother. Maybe you just thought about it and you will get a phone call to your mother. Okay, so these things is going to happen. These are not the sci-fi anymore. Okay, these are the reality. In very near future, these things is going to happen. So everywhere we'll have some IoT device, some smart device, some embedded systems. Okay, everywhere. Like already started. When you'll go to your gasoline station, when you are getting your gasoline, you can see the number is increasing. Before this time or before some time, it was a mechanical system. Okay, so something is revolutioning, something is how to say running in mechanically, but now almost everything is electrical. Okay, after a few years you can find all of the cars were mechanical car, but nowadays if you will see the expensive car or the latest car, you will see electronic circuit. Okay, everywhere it's collecting the data from the wheel, from the seat, from the how to say engine, from everywhere, from the exhaust system. It's collecting the data so that your car can run smoothly. Okay, and also you will be able to understand the problem very easily. You have to just put a OBD system, or I have forgotten the exact name, as I can remember it's OBD. So you will just put on your car, it will analyze all the data, okay, stored inside the PC. There will be a small PC inside your computer, inside your car. Okay, so it will read that information and it will let you know what is the problem of your car. Okay, so everything will become electronics. Okay, so you can see here, mechanical things will be integrated with the electronic circuit, and for running the electronic circuit you need the software. Okay, so you can see here, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, and computer scientist is working together. So you should not afraid, those who are CSE students, you shouldn't afraid about electronics things or mechanical things. Okay, so that's the ultimate goal. Okay, so everything will be smart, everything will communicate with each other. So you will heard the name machine to machine communication in this field. Okay, so everything will work together. So you can see here, that is the thing I wanted to tell you, IoT, cloud and blockchain. Okay, they will work together. You see, you heard this name. Okay, IoT means Internet of Things. That means the device or smart system or the embedded system that will have internet connectivity, and it will send the data to the cloud. Okay, so in cloud there is infrastructure for processing the data and also keeping the data for all the way or according to your requirement for some time, maybe some time. So it will keep in the cloud. And for blockchain is going to use for authenticity, okay, for security, like who is sending your data. Data security has become very, very important in near future. Okay, there are huge possibility will arise, like people will steal your data, or they will try to control your system. Like some other people will try to control your car. Some other people will try to control your phone. It's already happening, you know. Okay, so to tackle these things, maybe blockchain will come or some other new system will come that will secure our systems, okay, our IoT systems or our everyday systems. So that is the thing, as I told you, fusion of technologies. Okay, now everything will have a fusion. Okay, so one thing will come, then another, as I told you, mechanical, electronics, and also computer scientist. And you can see here, okay, so systems are sending the information by using 5G technology, and then it will go to the cloud. Cloud will store, will process everything, and it will communicate with our another device automatically. Okay, so for understanding, for processing, AI is going to play another very important role. Okay, for processing that kind of data. So AI, mechanical engineering, control system, communication system, all these things will work together. That is very, very important issue I want you to indicate. Okay, so if you will become expert on one system, that is very good, but you also should know about other engineering also. Okay, if you don't have that idea, maybe you will fall behind. Okay, you know, a number of people is going to graduate, a number of people is going to work in the current world. So how you will get benefited, that is your choice. Okay, so you should learn about all this technology, jack of a lot of things, but you should be expert of some very specific thing. Okay, that can be a very, very good way. So now I would like to show you some really useful robots, okay, that we are using every day. So one is security purpose robot, like for surveillance or for communicating, like this kind of robots is using in Singapore, I think. Okay, so they are using for surveillance to help the people. So Singapore police is already using this kind of robots. Okay, so in our airport or even on the road. Okay, so for this kind of robot can be used for policing or for helping. Okay, like traffic system. Okay, this kind of robots can be used. It's already using. Okay, and these are a few family robot. Like after a few days, everyone will have a pet robot. Okay, so this can be the idea what kind of pet you can have. Okay, one is Aibo, Jaibo, okay, Cosmo, and also Peeper. So this kind of a number of robots, and of course now robot. Okay, these are few robots, very small size robot. Okay, not so expensive. So maybe you can have this robot as your pet. Okay, maybe you can learn from that kind of robots. Maybe you can communicate with that kind of robots. Maybe you can how to say, get some entertainment from this kind of robots. Okay, so this kind of robots is already inside our market, already arrived in our market. In near future, it will have huge ability or huge scope of work. Okay, so you will choose which one you like. Okay, like a doll, like you know, before some days or when I was young at that time, we thought maybe a video game is only for the kids. But now you know, you also play video game. I also play video game. Okay, so video game now become part of our even old aged guy. You know, so this kind of robot will be part of our life. Okay, so these are a few family robot. Okay, and of course in farming or for farming or farmers are going to use a number of robots, because already in Bangladesh we are a lot of deficiency on farmer. Okay, so a number of tasks at the time of cutting the rice, we don't find people. So we need a robot, okay, for good farming, for productivity. Okay, so this kind of robots will be very, very useful for farming or for agriculture purpose. And of course, medical robot. This is a sci-fi robot. But you know, for medical purpose, I just want you to mention two things. One very good application is medical application, and another one is military application. Okay, so already in this current world, a huge application is in medical sector, and of course there is a number of applications. Like that means a number of fund is coming from military. Okay, for doing research on robotics. Okay, so medical is another very important sector where robot is going to play a very, very important role. In this current pandemic situation, people are building a number of robots for serving the people in COVID-19 hospital. Okay, and also another one is underwater robot. Okay, so we have a huge resources underwater. Okay, in the sea. Okay, so we need to explore those resources. Okay, so our robots is going to play a very, very important role. Okay, we'll have, and also in our country we have a number of rivers becoming polluted. So we need to identify how we can save our country, how we can save our rivers. Okay, or how we can find the resources inside the water. Okay, so underwater robot is going to play a very, very important role. And this is another very interesting thing, is cooking robot. Okay, now cooking is becoming a challenging part of our life. Our mothers, I know my mother, my mother-in-law, they spend a lot of time, almost all the time of the day for cooking only. Okay, unfair. But nowadays, my wife is working, she's a working lady. Maybe when you will marry, your wife will be a working lady. So when both of us will work, who is going to cook for us? Okay, we will go to the burger shop or some other restaurant for eating. But no, we really want to have some food in our house to save our money. Okay, maybe these kind of robots are very expensive, as I know. Maybe at this current moment, as I know, the cost is around 1 crore taka, but it will reduce. The price will become in our will significantly reduce after a few years. Okay, so at that time, maybe we can afford this kind of cooking robot. Okay, so this is another good application of robotics, and of course, interplanetary exploration. Okay, now sending a human being to another planet is not a good idea. Okay, although SpaceX is trying to do this, but I don't think this is a very, very good idea. Because why you will send a human being? Okay, because sending a human being is a lot of challenges. Okay, because you have to prepare a place for sleeping. You have to prepare a place for sitting. You have to prepare a place for toilet. You have to prepare, you should give him some entertainment. Okay, so you have to ensure all these things. Human being, it need a temperature from 15 to 35. Okay, if the temperature become less than 15 degree or less than 10 degree, he cannot survive or she cannot survive for a long time. Okay, or if the temperature goes up to 40 degree or 45 degree, human being cannot survive. But a machine or a robot that can survive in minus 30 degree to 70 degree temperature or 100 degree temperature. Okay, so robot can be a very, very good choice for interplanetary robot. Okay, so this is one very good example of interplanetary robot. I really love this robot. Okay, it's for Mars exploration. Okay, so yeah, that can be another good choice. So that was a few applications of robotics.